So I've been going over this chart a lot, and this is obviously monthly higher time frame. Let me just kind of clear the data so I can give you a little bit of an overview, so you kind of get the idea of what I'm thinking about. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Bitcoin dominance doesn't have a price, it has a percentage. It doesn't reflect any value. All it reflects is market sentiment. Yeah, it reflects the psychology of the market. When Bitcoin dominance is dropping, it usually means the market is quite strong, and it could also mean that Bitcoin is overextended and now people are speculating into altcoins. So usually when Bitcoin dominance drops, it means the market is quite strong, the overall market. And also it usually means that Bitcoin has too much value, and now people are taking that value and they're speculating on altcoins, trying to make money. Okay, when Bitcoin dominance goes up, it can mean one of two things. It can mean that Bitcoin is strong, but really strong, like really strong, or it could mean that Bitcoin is extremely weak. Yeah, that's what it means. So if you see the Bitcoin dominance go up at the end of the bull market here, that's because crypto was crashing. Yeah, and here you see it goes kind of up here, FTX probably, and that was kind of the beginning of where is it? Here, end of November, that period, that's when the bull market started to begin. And so as the bull market begins, bear market lows are in, and Bitcoin starts to receive all of the value. Okay, so we have a multi-year kind of movement of price. I've drawn some kind of triangle like that. See that? And effectively what that is this. So you've got a trend line which is from this pivot to this pivot, and obviously you've got a lower trend line. Yeah, and so what's happened is that we've come into this area, but we haven't actually hit the trend line yet. And then the other kind of important thing to note is that from this pivot down to the low here, the golden pocket is basically here, and that would also potentially be some sort of SR flip. If you can see here, there's a little bit of resistance support here, so there is some kind of SR flip going on here. Okay, so we have quite a large amount of Bitcoin dominance confluence slightly above us, not too far above us right now. It's about 7% above us, and I do expect Bitcoin dominance to come into major higher time frames. This is the monthly time frame. This is major higher time for resistance. And so again, it goes back to what I originally said. When Bitcoin dominance goes down, it usually means the market is healthy. Bitcoin is overextended, and now the value is coming back into the rest of the crypto market. It's leaving Bitcoin and it's coming back into all the other coins, so that you have the capital rotation begin. We've got quite an extended run here that's gone on for months and months. Yeah, and I'm wondering whether we're topping out here on Bitcoin dominance, but we do have major resistance above us, and I don't expect that to just break. It wouldn't make any sense to me if that happened. And so I am looking for us to hit that area of interest, and I am looking for a reaction, some kind of flip to be confirmed. You see, we've confirmed it as support in the past. We've confirmed it as resistance. Why not resistance again? Why not from resistance to support back to resistance. That would be perfectly lined up with all of these other areas of confluence. That's effectively, that's alt season. Alt season begins. If we can get up there in June, then that's when alt season begins. That's what I think. Okay. I'm not expecting any different. Obviously, if something different happens, we'll have to reanalyze. Okay. If we do get some kind of tap there and we start heading down, it doesn't mean we're going down. I'm not, you know, usually what would happen is you would just basically go down to some kind of retracement level, maybe the golden pocket again, which would line up with this value area high. And then maybe, you know, the value goes back into Bitcoin. If that was to happen, yeah, who knows? Like you could get another rejection to go down. But if you do go down to somewhere here and you go back up, it is possible in the fourth touch, if you don't get a rejection, that you could kind of break it and you could break that idea. If that was to happen, that would be, for Bitcoin dominance, that would be quite bullish. Potentially also that will be the beginning of the bear market or some kind of bear market. Yeah. If it coincided right correctly with the time, you kind of want to be out of altcoins when Bitcoin dominance hits major support. Yeah. And so we have to be keeping an eye on how far the price retraces. Obviously, in the context of what I'm imagining here, the golden pocket would be ideal. But you know, you'd have to start looking at hold on, so you'd have to be looking at like maybe higher time. What did we break? Higher time fib levels, like there, the 50%. That would probably be the first place to enter to exit rather. So I'm getting a phone call. Let me just have a look.